Hi guys, Mauricio Ozzy here. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys two chords, the E minor and the G. Now before we go to the chords, just please don't forget to give us the like and subscribe to our channel. The like is just to help us guys, help us to really grow. I'll be bringing lessons every week here, 2 lessons at least, sometimes 3, just to help you guys, the basics of guitar. From that, I'll be building and then eventually more advanced material. But the idea is to really show you guys how you can go from from knowing nothing to the basic chords and then progress to more complicated songs. Show step by step how you can go from beginner to advanced. So please don't forget the like button just to help us. So let's start here, E minor and the G. Out of those two chords, E minor is definitely the easiest one, and that's the one we're going to start. So just remember that on this hand here, we're going to use those 4 fingers, and each one has a number: finger 1, finger 2, finger 3, and finger 4. And here on the guitar, what we have is, we have this here, fret number 1, fret number 2, fret number 3, fret number 4, and so on. So when I say fret 1, I mean this. Fret 2, fret 3. Now, guitar, we count the strings from bottom to top. So that's string number 1 here, that's string number 2, string number 3, string number 4, 5, and string number 6 here. Okay, finger 1, 2, 3, 4, fret 1, 2, 3, and 4, and string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so let's start with the E minor. For the E minor, we are going to start with your finger 2, this finger here, on fret number 2 here. We're going to go for string number 5, the second top string here. And then very easy, finger number 3 now, this guy here. We'll go just below finger 2 and it's going to be here. Now make sure both fingers are on that fret here, fret number 2, and that's the E minor. Now E minor, we can play from the very top string all the way to the bottom, and sounds like this. That's the E minor. Very simple, very easy. So that's the E minor, guys. Very simple chords. Now a good exercise is, you can play the E minor and then you can just play all these strings and get used to the sound. Now when you are, especially if you're a beginner, when you play those 2 notes here, those are the notes we have the fingers. What may happen is you might get this sound here. I always tell my students, don't get discouraged. When we're learning, those things happen. So just enjoy the sound. Now the next one is the G. Now the G, when we are learning, the G is one of the trickiest chords we have because it uses 4 fingers, which means we are going to use this guy here, the pinky, or the little fingers, and that's the weakest of all the fingers. However, as guitar players, guys, we gotta have, we gotta learn how to use it. It's just something we have to do. When we start, yeah, it might feel a little bit tricky, but then you get used to it, and eventually it just feels like any other finger, like you don't feel weaker by using it. It's just normal. So the G uses those 4 fingers, as I mentioned, and the easiest way to place the fingers is actually placing finger 4 first, 3, 2, and 1. So remember, G, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now G, guys, if you don't look in pictures on the internet, there are several ways to play the G, and some of them are very easy. However, I teach, even when I teach little kids, I teach the position with 4 fingers. First, because I like the sound the best. To me, it's the best sound out of them, all the easiest basic positions here. And second, to me, guys, as guitar players, we just have to face the fact we gotta get the pinky to work. We have to put this finger to work. We have to get the muscles stronger of the hand, of the pinky here. So there is no other way. So one of the reasons I insist on using a position with 4 fingers is because we have to use anyway. So let's learn the G now, guys. So what we have here is this. 3 fingers will be on that fret here, fret number 3. So we're going to start with finger number 4 at the bottom here, pinky, and then right above, here, we're going to place finger number 3, still on that fret here, fret number 3. Now on that same fret, we're going to finger number 2 goes all the way to the top here. That's finger 2, and then finger 1 goes fret number 2 on the second top string. So that's where finger 1 goes, guys. And here you have the G. The G, you can play all the strings. You can just grab the pick and play all the G. So again, if I were to play the G, that's how I would start. 4, 3, 2, 1, and play. Now again, remember guys, it's very likely if that's your first time playing, some notes will come across like this. No problem, just keep playing. Today we are learning 2 chords. A very good exercise would be to keep changing between those 2 chords. So the first one we learned was the E minor. So you can, very easy exercise, you can play all these strings on E minor. Just go down on E minor and then go down on G, go down on E minor, go down on G. Those are 2 chords where one is kind of easy, E minor, G is a bit tricky, but they're both, let's say, within the basic chords. So changing between those 2 chords non-stop, guys. If you get a sound like this, just keep going, and eventually you're gonna get better. Now there is a song that I use to start practicing those 2 chords. It's a song called Zombie. So let's learn that song now, guys. So guys, Zombies by the band Cranberries has 4 chords. So the first one will be E minor, second one will be the C. Now the C we didn't learn today here in this lesson. However, just go to my channel there and we have a video where I teach the C. So E minor, then we have the C, from there we have the G, and then from the G we have the D. Now D again is one of those chords that we didn't learn on this lesson here, but just go to the channel. I'm gonna click the videos, the link for the videos down below here in the comment section and the description section, and you will be able to, in case you don't know the C and the D, just click there and you can watch those lessons where I teach you the C and the D as well. So again, the chords for Zombies are E minor, C, G, and D. Now note guys that E minor we can play all these strings, C we can only play from the 5th string, so we don't play the top, we go from the 5th. Then we have the G where we play all these strings, and then we have the D. The D we are going to play only 4 strings, the bottom 4 strings here. We don't play the 2 top strings on the guitar. Top string number 6 and string number 5 we don't play then, so from the string number 4 down. Now easy strum is 4 times down on each chord. If you don't if you're getting used to play strumming, just play 4 times down each one, so you look like this. Focus on the chords here, 4 times down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, go to the C. Remember guys, C we only play from that note here down 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then to the G. G we play from the very top, 2, 3, 4, and then we finish on the D where we play the bottom 4 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be something like this. And then C, 1, 2, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the D. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's the song, and you can just loop that sequence through the song, and basically that's it, guys. It's an easy song to start. I'll kind of sing the melody here just so you have an idea, the chorus, the melody of the chorus, so you can kind of see how it goes. It's something like Now let's say you already play guitar for some time and you kind of are used to move your right hand, so you can kind of do like a, let's say you can do some strumming patterns and you want to do something a little bit more like musical than just going down. There is a strumming you can use for that song. That's it goes like this. We are going to play 4 times on each chords again, but the first 2 will be like just on the top strings, and then the third one will be like a big strumming, and then the fourth one will be a little strum like this. So I'm gonna show again. So what you do, you play little, little, big one, little, and then we go to the C. Now the C, remember, we don't play the top string, so we go from the second top, little, little, big one, little, go to the G. Now from the very top string here, little, little, big one, little. Remember guys, little is just the top 2 strings is fine. Also just even just the top one or the 2 top ones, fine. And then you go to the D. Now be careful, because D, we go from the 4th string, we don't play the 2 top strings. You'll be little, little, big one, little. So I'm gonna play again, guys, the sequence very slow so you guys see how it goes. Remember, little, little, big one, little, and then you repeat, do it twice in each chord. Little, little, big one, little, little, big one, little. And you just repeat. That's the whole song. Once you get used to the chords and to the strumming, then you're gonna be able to play like same speed as they do, which is a little faster than this. And just keeping looping that sequence and try to sing along. It's a very easy sequence. Okay, not that easy if you are like starting now, but it is not hard. Like after a few days trying, you see that something that is very doable. Try to sing together, that always helps. And just keep repeating. Don't get discouraged if the chords don't come clean, if they come like that. Happens, guys. And if you go from the very easy pattern, if you go from that and then you start doing the trickier strumming, which is the start very slow, always start very slow, and then from there you build. Use a pick for that song, better than the fingers, it sounds much better. If you don't have a pick, I would advise like buy a pack. Pick is something you always lose, so it's nice to have more than one. And keep practice, guys. I would say I tell my students 2 to 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times, 15 minutes. If you can't do 10 minutes 3 times a week, 2 starts, and then you can build from there. But make sure no less than that, and then that's enough for you guys to start, moving your fingers and learning the techniques. and eventually you start learning more songs, you start having more fun, and then you can practice. Naturally you will want to practice more than that. Well guys, that's all for today's lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and if you want to learn any specific song, just write down in the comments. I'll do my best to record, like to show you guys how to play. It might be a song, it might be any specific chord, scales, or whatever you want to learn on guitar. Just write it down, and I will eventually, record a video for you guys showing how to do that. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and hope you guys find some time to practice starting today. Finish the video, go practice. Thank you guys.